Hey everyone, welcome back to the Tom's Podcast. Today, we are talking about video games. Not everyone in the world loves video games. Everyone. There's not a single soul out there that doesn't like them. And if there is, they don't exist. Hey, you, listener, that likes video games, you're real. But the person next to you that doesn't like video games, they're not real. Wake up.
They're just an AI. They're all made up. You're in the Matrix.
Yeah, wake up from the Matrix, Sigma.
Just like what Andrew Tate said, and we're all in a Matrix, bro.
Yep.
Stop playing your video games. Get off it. Do something with your... No, I'm just kidding. Continue to play video games if you enjoy it. This is an amazing start to this
What are you talking about? Okay, but yeah, I love video games. I like specifically many ones, like Street Fighter. Like 4. The new one, Street Fighter 6, is really fun. I played it with my friend, and I have a knack for fighting games, and I didn't know the controls, but he did, and as soon as I learned the controls, he didn't beat me once, and he was giving his controller to his friend, also his other friend, and yeah, I was still beating both of them at the same time. I didn't lose once. I'm just that good.
Maybe just capping.
I'm not. I actually really like Street, like maybe not for Mortal Kombat, but Street Fighter is so cool. I love Street Fighter.
Oh no, I think Street Fighter is amazing. I remember when I was like very little, and my dad like first bought Street Fighter 4, which I gave to you guys like later on. I sold it to you.
I have it. It's on my desk.
Yeah, and my dad would always beat me at it, and I was very upset because I didn't want to play the game. And Dad was like, "No, it's fine. Like we can continue playing." I was like, "No, I hate this game." My dad would always like whoop me in Street Fighter, and then I started playing with my little siblings, and it became actually fun because it was actually fair.
Yeah, and then until I got really good, and no one, no, I remember distinctively. I used to I was like practicing combos, and I got really good at Street Fighter, and I mained Ken, because Ken's so cool, and after I got really good, no one wanted to play me anymore. Because they just always lose. So, honestly, this is the moral of the story. Don't get good at video games, or else everyone will ignore you.
Yeah, don't get good at video games because everyone will hate you for it because you are just better than them entirely.
Yep. That is fact. Endorsed by thetimelesspodcast.co.
Yeah, Pokemon's fun. Escape the Backrooms is pretty fun.
Oh, yeah.
Letting you guys know if you guys want to watch us play it. Yeah, my channel's in the description below. Just let you know.
Yeah, Bear and Steve. Oh yeah, by the way, it's only Bear and Steve this time around.
Yeah, it's only gonna be us for like a while, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's cool though. You know?
Shifty. I just got done playing with Shifty. We were playing Warzone, and we also played a little bit of Left 4 Dead. We finally fixed we were having a problem playing Left 4 Dead 2. Where we would be in like some kind of like Chinese, Japanese server for some reason. And he would see like Ada Wong, like titties and fucking like Claire Redfield or something, just yitties on like posters. And we're like, what is going on? And we had like 6 or 7 like chargers just going after us, like a tank every 5 seconds. It was ridiculous. We finally fixed it. And it was way more fun because we weren't getting decked. It was fun. So screw you, Steve.
Left 4 Dead's cool. I never actually played it, and I think I had a friend that really loves that game, and I wanted to fit in with him, and like everyone else started talking about it. So I lied and said I played it a bunch as a kid, and then they'd be like, "Oh man, the Charger's my least favorite," and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, nah, the Charger's so easy to deal with. All you gotta do is shoot him," and say some goofy junk that is like it's just. I don't know. I'd always like lie about it. I don't know. As a kid, I try and fit in with like those around me.
Yeah, I hope you guys know this. Steve, if Steve's just around you, he'll just try and fit in with you, so there's no complications with the conversation. See, he's a pathological, or what is it called? Something liar.
Pathological.
He's a crazy liar
that just lies for no reason.
Yeah.
Honestly, kind of
like you all the time, 24/7.
I kind of lie like that, but not like it's changed from me trying to fit in to me just messing with people.
See, I'm fine with like lies like that. Like if you're just like having fun and joking around, lies it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just like a goofy lie.
Like people be like,
But if
"Oh,
you're
are
sitting
you
there
doing
like being like,
do you know how to do this?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, totally." And then they're like, "Oh, okay, do it." I'm like, "Ah."
you're like, nah, I ain't feeling it. I'm just too much of a pro. I do it all the time. I'm good.
I would. My hands are sore from my hand workout. I just can't.
My hands are just sore because I was gripping your mom last night. Sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly what I say. My little brother he's gotten really good at Geometry Dash, and he would like, you know, maybe like show me him playing. I'd be like, easy, I can do that. And he'd be like, okay, do it. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to mess up your score. Nah, I don't want to just like make you feel like, you know, less of a human. You know, I just, oh man, I would love to, but I'm too nice.
I remember the first time I played Geometry Dash, I got so frustrated because I couldn't get past like the 5th level or something.
I never got frustrated at it. It's like, I mean, just, I don't know. I feel like maybe if I was playing like Getting Over It, you know, that like game with the dude in the pot, like I would, or Cauldron, I would hate that probably because like you get all so far and you have to reset like every like time you make one like slight mistake.
If you would hate that, you're gonna hate this new game they have out called Only Up.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's literally just a 3D version of Getting Over It.
I seen a streamer play it. It's called Nick at 30, and he like every time he falls down, he's like about to cry, and he's like he plays this dumb little intro where it's like never give up, never back down.
Ew.
Like, it's so weird.
So stupid. I just watched Big Puffer play it a lot. I was like, yo, this is funny. I heard about it like first from like work. Well, when I used to work at a retail store.
Yeah.
And my coworker kept telling me about it. He's like, yeah, like, have you heard of this game called Only Up? And I was like, what is that about? He was like, I don't know. I just keep seeing it everywhere. I just figured you might have like heard something about it. I was like, nah. So I actually looked it up. It's like $5 on Steam. I honestly thought about getting it. Sort of like play it just to be like, have fun and stream it or something.
Yeah.
But I haven't done that.
Honestly, it'd probably make for a good stream. You just quiet for 10 minutes and then just out of nowhere, I hate this game.
Just getting frustrated because I can't get past like the first fence or something.
I have no idea like what the map is. Like,
I don't either. There's always like a bunch of like jump cuts. So I'm like, oh, okay, he's pretty high. Oh, he fell. Loser.
oh, he's lower. Oh, he's lower. Oh, he's lower. Dang, this guy really sucks. He's like, honestly, like if you were to watch a streamer play that and just pop in like every 10 minutes, I feel like you'd progressively see them like get sadder and sadder. I like the end, like a single teardrop falls from their face.
I'm just getting more and more depressed.
Yeah, like, man, this one my mom doesn't love me.
You know, you know what? I'm returning this game. I don't want it no more.
You know what? I'm getting a refund.
Man, that's crazy that Steam does that.
Well, give you a refund.
It actually gives you refunds.
It does?
Yeah, Steam gives you refunds for. It depends on the time of like how long you've had the game. Like if you just had it for like I think a couple of days or like maybe like a 24 hours, I think you can give it back to them. They can give you back your money.
Man, this is boring. I don't play it.
Oh, it's wild.
But I've been using this app because I got bored and my friend told me about it. It's called Wiz, and it's like where people will find friends and drink. But honestly, it's just for like people to. It's like Tinder essentially, and I just been messing around and I just been texting people like freaking random. I texted one person like, "Do you want to be my first?" And they said yes in all caps, and I was like, "Yeah, I've never smoked before, but I really want to try it." And then like she was like, "Where you at?" Like, yo, chill. I'm okay.
Steve's trying to smoke, bro. Steve's trying to smoke.
I was just like, I was trying to insinuate something else and then say like smoking. You know? Switch expectations. I don't know where. But yeah.
Steve's trying to get laid on a mobile app and because he can't get laid in real life. That's wild.
Nah, I could if I wanted to, but I don't want to.
See, look, there's that gamer lying again. That gamer style lie.
Gamer style?
I could if I want to, bro, but you know, I don't want to mess up your high
that's a good reference to myself. Yeah, but no, that's like for real though. Like when it's games, it's like, you know, it's a game. But like when it's like real life, I mean, I'm not like ugly and I'm not like annoying, so I feel like I could probably like If I really wanted to like really commit to it, then yeah, I probably could. Like if all I wanted was to have sex, then yeah, I could probably like at some point just commit. But you know, I'm a child of God, and I would never do such a thing. I believe in my boy God. Jesus up above.
What does Jesus tell you? What does Jesus say?
Thou shalt not put peenie in vagini.
Peenie and vagini. That is what. Have you heard of this app? I mean, I'm sure I think we both talked about Temu.
Oh, yeah.
I keep getting their stupid ads every like 5 seconds when I'm on YouTube.
It's a scam. They're just trying to scam you.
I know it's a scam. And they literally have an ad that's like, people keep thinking it's a scam. And then I was like, you know what? Let me find out if this place is like legit a scam or these ads just gonna be annoying forever. So I looked up this person and watched them like buy like 20 different things from Temu. And the Nintendo Switch was like tiny. It looked like an actual like 3DS. That thing was like a little tiny thing. And it had like Mario on it, like a bootleg Street Fighter. And I guess both of the controllers kept syncing up with each other. Goofy. It was wild.
What the heck?
It was so bad. They also bought like a little PlayStation 5. And it was like the size of like a little like notebook.
How expensive
it was awful. I don't remember. I know like all of it was cheap, and it's like exactly what you get for a cheap device.
Yeah. That's
all like
pretty sick, man.
Yeah. It was awful.
I hate seeing it's like the modern, like the nowadays of like Fortnite V-Bucks scams. Those scams. It's like you would like look up free V-Bucks and be like, oh, we're authenticating. Oh, you have to prove yourself that you're real. So go get these 3 games and do this, and then we'll get you your free V-Bucks. And yeah, it never
get these 3 games.
Yeah, it would like tell you that like you failed the check and the authenticating, so they have to like get you to like prove something. So you have to like go download these games, and then it's this whole thing. And then when you get back, it's like it just doesn't give you anything. But dude, it was so terrible. I hate it. It's like I kind of fell for it once because I was young, and I was like, man, you know what? I kind of want some free V-Bucks. Let me look it up. And I looked up free V-Bucks. I was like, dude, it was so, the bar was so close to just being like, it was like getting your free V-Bucks. And then like, it was like so close to being all the way full, like done. And then I was like, oh, yes. And it said error, not like you need to, authenticate yourself. And I was like, okay, I was so close. I guess I'll do it. So then I did all these things and it gave me nothing. I was like, man,
you did all this work, and it's like, yeah, now we have your credit card information.
Now we have your social security number. We're gonna pretend to be you. Thank you.
Goodbye. It just leaves you.
See ya.
Man, I remember I got scanned by a scam caller once.
How?
I was on my laptop. No, I was. Yeah, I think it was on my laptop, and I was watching amazing videos, and there's this like little pop-up that popped up on my device. And at first I didn't believe it. I was like, no, there's no way I got like a virus, whatever.
Bro's watching porn.
But the pop-up, anywho, and the pop-up kept popping up like a new tab, like every time. It just kept popping up, and I was like, what the heck? Like, this must be real. Cause even like after I pretty much like got like a virus, and I pretty much like after I closed out of it, it would still like pop up and whatnot. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I called this number, and it was of course an Indian guy.
Hello.
And he was like, okay, like my friend, I will teach you how to do this. And I gave him access to my laptop, like a little retard. And like I saw him like moving like my mouse on my screen, and I was like, what? I was like, how did he do this? So yeah, to listen to all parents out there, don't let any of your kids have any of your credit card information. Wait till they're 18 and they got their own stuff to do whatever.
Yeah.
In case they're like dumb like me and
watch porn.
Let someone have full access to their laptop.
And watch porn.
No. Nah, watching porn's fine. You can do that.
Don't watch porn. It's bad for your mind. Just...
It's only bad for your mind if you're sitting there thinking it's real life.
Just jerk off.
If you go to a girl and you're like, yo, hey babe, like,
talking about
you wanna try this?
Okay, let's talk about, we can get on to...
Steve gets very uncomfortable when we talk about, weird things.
No, I feel like it's not a good topic, you know.
Yeah, see.
But yeah,
Yeah, porn isn't real.
porn
Don't
isn't
believe it
real.
is.
Don't think it's real. That's the moral of the story. That's what this whole podcast is about. We've made all these episodes, all these clips, everything, just to teach you
None
guys
of it's real.
that porn is not real. And also, don't go to college,
I'm just
kids.
gonna. Okay, what's wrong with you? Don't go to college if if you don't have a goal in mind.
Don't go to college if you watch porn.
No, because then they're just gonna be freaks and they're gonna be like hunting at parties and stuff.
Dude, honestly, like, I feel like college life gotta be so weird. I'm not in college yet,
I don't know.
but I feel like it's gotta be so
I've
weird.
never been. I've had like coworkers talk to me about it, or like past coworkers, and every time I hear anything from a past coworker about going to college or anything, they're always like, "Yeah, I graduated from college." I'm like, "Why are you here then? Like, what are you doing inside this shitty
McDonald's.
retail store?" Yeah, it's like, come on now, like you graduated from college, now you're all in this debt, and you're just working for Mickey D's for the rest of your life. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, only do college if you have a goal in mind and if you feel like that goal is gonna be amazing.
Own a building, own a gym. Do that.
Or like if you're gonna be like, I don't think you have to go to college to be a business owner. I don't think so.
I have no idea. I'm not a.
I mean, they can like teach you to help
college.
you out, but I'm not either. So
I'm not a college. Yeah.
I know they take you like they give you like the most ridiculous courses though.
What, college?
Yeah, they give you like random quarter, like you have to have like it's like high school kind of.
Just credits.
Like you have to have like your core credits, and then you have to like all these other like crappy credits that you don't even need, but you need to have them just for the hell of it.
No, I think it's like
So they
depends
take, like-
on what major you're going towards. Like maybe like obviously if you're going towards like an English or like you want to be like a freaking professor, an English professor or like something like that. Like you're obviously gonna have to take a lot of English classes and like maybe less math or
Well,
something.
No. I mean, you still take like all your core classes. You take the classes that you have to do for like what you want to do, but they're still gonna like because you have to like get a certain amount of credits. You have to take like excess BS just to get those credits or something. I remember listening to this about on another podcast. I was like, dang, that's actually ridiculous. It's pretty much college is pretty much just a big scam, honestly.
It helps
You have to buy,
in
like-
scenarios though.
Sometimes, but like I don't know, like I heard like of my friend, Demon actually went to college. I don't know the what's going on with that, but yeah, he was telling me that he had to pay like $200 or something for like literally just like a code for like a website, and with that code, like you get like the website and everything, and you don't even use it, like you never use it again. So like it's like stuff like that, or like books and stuff. You'll pay like $150 for like a book or something, and you never use that book even once. It's honestly ridiculous.
Don't go to college, kids, unless you want
Go
to.
to college if you actually like. Yeah, go to college if you actually like need to. Don't go if it's just you're like, well, I don't know what else to do in life. Let me just go to college because I don't know what to do. Don't do that.
I feel like
That's dumb.
some people probably go to college because they miss high school. So they're like, I want extra school because that's what I'm used to. So they go to college.
Yeah, it's gross. Just go outside and make like new friends or something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's transition.
Be like Shifty.
What is
Still in high school.
what?
Yeah, Shifty's still in high school. You didn't know that?
Cap.
No, deadass. He's still in high school.
Well,
You want to bet? I'll call him
no,
right
it's
now.
fine. It's fine. Okay, but all right.
No,
I want to spend some time of our glorious podcast to talk about a game that I thoroughly enjoyed while playing. There's actually two games. Same franchise. Two games. They're part of the
He's
same
talking
universe.
about Black and White 1 and Black and White 2.
Yes,
That's exactly.
If you are a Pokemon master like myself, then you obviously have many mans that are Pokey. Okay? Okay.
I remember being so upset when I found out that like the new games that were gonna be on the Switch weren't gonna have the national decks. so you couldn't transfer all your Pokemon to that one game. So I just gave up Pokemon completely. I was like, screw this. If I can't catch them all, then I'm done.
You're such a little baby.
I spent like 2 years catching every single one, and I got pretty much almost all their shiny counterparts too. It was insane. I grinded so hard just to be told that I can't transfer all of them and to continue my journey. Yeah, screw you, Pokemon, for not including the National Pokedex.
You're a baby. Quit crying. Okay.
And I also kept messing up this stuff.
It wasn't Pokemon. That was a lie.
Pokemon.
I'm a pathological liar, and I lied. It's not Pokemon.
Yeah,
That's not the game I was
look at this.
talking about.
See, it's obvious. See, he always lies about everything. Don't believe a single word Steve says. You hear that, Joe the dude? What? I don't know.
Unless
exactly
I'm talking
his name.
about Bulbasaur, then
Bulbasaur sucks.
I hate you. But unless I'm talking about Bulbasaur, then don't believe me.
Charmander's awesome, bro.
Charmander sucks. Bulbasaur's cooler. Squirtle can squirt all over Charmander's butthole flame. So
okay, what's wrong with you? Bro, what is wrong with you?
What are you talking about? What?
Squirtle squirting on Charmander's butthole. What are you on about?
Bro, that's where his fire is. Where do you think he gets his firepower from?
It's on his butthole.
Dog, if I can eat spicy food and shoot flames on my butt, then Charmander can do that naturally. Honestly, this proves that I'm part Charmander.
So you're saying that you sit there, you're saying that Charmander farts is just like a little flame.
Charmander.
Charmander just lets out like a little poot and now all of a sudden he's just fire everywhere.
Yep. That's how Charmander be.
It's retarded. Anywho,
okay, but
Steve's real games that he loves to play is anal. So Steve isn't here at the moment. He's taking a dump, I guess. He wants to go somewhere else. Steve is crazy. He's getting prepared to go to a ceremonial, I don't know, some kind of weird session or something. Some with a bonfire. I don't remember.
I'm back.
So yeah, Steve
Just
is
cut all that
Steve
out.
came back. Nah, I'm gonna leave everything I said.
I muted myself.
Man, I kept talking.
Except for when my brother said my name loudly.
Oh my gosh.
What? He said it and then I was like, oh shoot, gotta mute. So I muted.
Alright, continue with your little games that you like.
So, the game in question is called Subnautica. And that is the franchise name too, I think. Because it's Subnautica,
yeah, it's
specifically known. Subnautica, the first one, but also Below Zero. I like that one a lot more for its storytelling. And here, let me get into it. Subnautica 1, what is this game about? What is it about? It's about a guy where he was on a ship called the Aurora. And the Aurora, it crash landed on an alien planet that's mostly water. And, you know, he's just trying to get home. He doesn't want to be here. But there's plentiful amounts of materials for him to harvest and use, and this thing called like a fabricator that just like makes whatever you want if you have the materials. It's very strange. You can like turn a chunk of titanium into a knife that lasts forever. What? It's real weird.
A chunk of titanium.
Yeah,
that's wild. Yeah, I've never played Subnautica. I've seen like clips here and there about it, and I've had like friends in the past tell me about it. But I've never actually like sat down and was like, man, I want to play this. The only way I can be honest, the only way I would ever play Subnautica if it was like multiplayer. That
would be sick if it could happen, but it can't because Subnautica is such a huge world that keeping like everything that one person does is already hard enough on a console, which it's supposed to be on like all platforms.
No, I just get on PC.
Only PC. Subnautica PC edition.
PC only.
But yeah, okay. So Subnautica, that's
I mean, there's other games that have like bigger maps, aren't they? And they can still handle like more than one person.
Like Red Dead, I guess, but it's not like okay. The Subnautica map is huge, but it's also so like it has like 8,000 meters of depth.
And
So that's like, it's not just like, because usually like Red Dead, like it's a big map, like GTA, it's a big map, but it's only flat. It's only flat and it gets elevated slightly. It's not very big, like height wise. But when it's Subnautica, it's probably, I would think, I don't know exactly, but I would say that like the map itself, like size wise, like just like left to right, is probably around like GTA or something. It's like probably around there, but like then there's the depth, which it's an ocean. It's, you know, subnautic.
So what you're saying is that it's worse than Minecraft.
No, Minecraft sucks. Minecraft is only blocks.
I don't know. But still, you're saying that Minecraft can handle more players and is way bigger than Subnautica, and Subnautica can't handle more than one player?
I mean, to be fair, it's
That's
made out
crazy.
of blocks, little pixels basically,
So,
and like Subnautica is made out of like
Subnautica's
a
also
bunch
made
of
out of pixels.
details.
you're telling me that Minecraft isn't detailed? You're telling me that right now?
Yeah, it's blocks.
No, I think you're just delusional. I think you need to wake up.
Wake up, sheep. You're in the Matrix. Andrew Tate brainwashed you into thinking Subnautica is great.
Imagine, that'd be a very amazing clip. I'm clipping that. That's
Okay, cool.
funny. Not actually.
But yeah.
Hey, continue.
Yeah, Subnautica.
Yay,
Subnautica, it, you know, the story, it's pretty simple, cut and dry. You know, guy lands, and they can't leave yet because he has there's like aliens that live on this planet, but the aliens, like, we're dealing with a bacteria that wiped out, I think, all of them, and it wiped them all out. And you get infected with this bacteria, so they can't let you leave because the bacteria is highly contagious, and it will, like, you know, if you leave, you'll spread it to other people and other civilizations that can't handle it. And these aliens are, like, super advanced, so cool. Like, they're really advanced, though. If you see the structures, they're, like, there's this one big structure on this island that's, like, freaking weird. Look at it, it's weird. And then they also have, like, random junk that's, like, planet-destroying bombs that are just chilling in little, like, glass containers. It's very strange, very strange. But, so you have to, I'm spoiling the game heavily, which, I mean, like you said, you're probably not going to play it, which, honestly, spoilers ahead.
Well, I mean, I don't really think it matters. That the game's been out for how long?
Many a year.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I've seen like a little bit of gameplay here and there,
Yeah.
but I never actually like sat down and watched it because I never found anyone who's like entertaining enough to like watch it.
Yeah. The only people that I've seen
Hasn't Markiplier played
he played it, but he
or
played it before it was finished. He played the beta. I don't think he actually played the whole story. And he played the second one, but he played before it actually got fully released. I don't think he finished it. I don't remember, to be honest. I'd have to go look at it. But, okay, you're a guy, and you got infected with the virus, and you have to awaken this thing called the Sea Emperor. Okay? It's like a big... It's a big fish.
Like a big like dragon type
It's like
fish
it's not like a dragon. There is a sea dragon that protects the Sea Emperor's like little containment facility. But the Sea Emperor...
Okay, maybe that's what I saw.
Yeah, it's like a big creature. It's like a fish, but it's having children, and its children release these enzymes that will cure the bacteria. But you have to get the certain... At the end of the game, you have to go through this big scavenger hunt to go find a bunch of BS for the Sea Emperor and just get a bunch of its, like, these things from all across the map. These little, like, some mushrooms from, like, far away.
Mushrooms?
Yeah, like, just, like, specific mushrooms. Because there's, like, a bunch of, like, different types. Like, there's, like, flora, and there's, like, different varieties of the flora. And, like, same thing with the fauna, to be honest. But, and then you hatch the eggs... And then the Sea Emperor dies for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's like a girl because it has eggs, I think. And then it dies.
Not all girls lay eggs. Come on now, Steve. What's wrong with you?
So sorry for generalizing girls laying eggs, but
yeah, come on now.
Yeah. Then the Sea Emperor dies. Its children hatch. You know, it's the children hatch, and then they save the world, cure you of the bacteria.
What? They save the world?
From the bacteria. They release these enzymes that cure the bacteria.
Okay.
And you like it's so weird that I don't even know where it comes from the babies. But like you just like touch
Probably
it.
just like an evolutionary trait or something.
Yeah, you just like touch it and then it's like I'm done. I finished. And then you're fine. But then you get to build a rocket ship and fly far away. And then it's really weird. At the end of the game, it's like, this planet has been colonized, well, is like property of whatever, Altera, and you owe Altera $10 trillion of like resources. It was like, the dude, that dude survived some insane like place, but now he's in debt for the rest of his like not even his life, his generations and generations of life. But yeah,
I'll probably would just gone like back down to the planet, like, nah, screw that.
I'm just gonna chill here. It's pretty chill, you know. But it's crazy. It's a crazy game, and that's the story of the first one. But the story is of minute detail in the whole like experience as a whole. The main part that I think matters a lot is the gameplay. It matters more than the story in this sense, because the whole game is built around the fact that it's underwater, and that's a unique and pretty cool experience. You know, it's pretty cool just to.
That is kind of wild, honestly. I can't imagine like, cause like I can't imagine being like our own ocean underwater. You know, like in like a big old like glass thing or something. I can't imagine like me being in that now. But you want me to go to like an alien planet and also be underwater?
Yeah, with like freaking giant fish that will eat your butt 3 times over.
Well, we just don't even like we barely know any of our own ocean, and we want to go to another planet where we literally know nothing. Screw that.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
You know what's crazy though? In the game, you aren't the only survivor of the Aurora crash. You're just the one who landed in the safe zone. You landed in this area where it's like, say, I don't even know. It's like gentle waters, no harmful fish, just these fish with huge eyes, and this one that farts like green stuff if you get near it. But it's chill, you know. You don't get near him, and it's chill. You know, it's like a nice remote place. And there's other people that they got landed in like sand shark infested waters, and then the sand sharks would eat away their life pod, and then they die. Like, and you don't actually ever get to see these people. You don't ever get to see them, but you get to like hear their stories. It's like you have a little radio in your life pod, and it tells you if you have gotten any distress beacons or anything, and you got one, and then you go, and then their life pod's all the way at the bottom of the ocean. And it's like, oh, and then you get this thing where it's like, oh, we don't know what to do. There's sand sharks everywhere. There's freaking weirdos. We're gonna die. And then, yeah, you can see the aftermath. No one survives except for you, basically. And it's, you know, I like that it's not like, oh, you're the only survivor at first. But, like, you're the only one that was lucky enough that you landed in the safe area. And that really speaks.
Wait, this is the second game?
First game.
Or, oh, okay.
Second game's way different. Huge, like, I love this like game's story, and especially this one relationship, which I'll get into. Not like a kissy relationship, but like a
what? There's no kissy inside the game?
No, there's no fish sex.
What?
I know, the fishy.
You're telling me I can't fuck the mouth of a fish in this game?
No, the fishy is unobtainable in this game, sadly.
That sucks. That's awful.
0 out of 10. Never playing this game.
Never. I'm gonna go on Steam right now and rate it like a 0 or something. Put a bad review.
I hate this game. No fish OC. I can't eat it. I want to eat its calamari out of butt.
Yeah, I think I've seen that actually. That's weird.
Oh, by Liver King.
So gross.
It's not Liver King, dude.
Yes, it's so gross. Like you just sit there pushing the eggs out. He's like, oh
no, man. Stay primal.
They're like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Stay primal.
That's what he says, yeah. Stay primal.
Stay primal, eat fish eggs, straight at the puss, and just eats him.
Oh, eat baby fish. They're better. But yeah, gameplay wise, you're swimming. For the vast majority of the game, you're swimming. But there's also like these vehicles you can get. Where's this one called the Sea Glide, which is like a I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a jet ski underwater, which you just kind of like. I don't even know. You just kind of glide with it. It makes your base swimming way faster, but like you have to have it in your hand. It's like a handhold thing. And then you get this thing called the Sea Moth. But the Sea Moth is a little submarine, tiny one-person submarine. It's pretty cool, and you can customize it.
I'm sure you can't. Oh, you can customize the submarine?
Yeah, you can customize it inside this thing called the moon pool, which you build. It's a part of your base, because you can build a whole base. It's like Minecraft in a way. You can build. You build a
Yeah,
base.
so you're saying it's a worse version. This is exactly what we're circling back to what I was saying earlier. This is the worst version of Minecraft. You can't even have more than one player. Nah,
No,
I'm sure this game's pretty fun. I genuinely do want to try and like play
you
it.
should.
I would just
recommend it.
I would just want to play it with like other people, just because I feel like sharing the experience would be so much fun.
You can probably play it while talking to people. That's what I did.
I don't know. That'd be kind of weird because I thought about doing that for like actually just random YouTube videos and stuff. Just like, hey, I could play a game and someone like I have a couple people just like watch you play it as well. And then I'm like, it's gonna be like very boring for them.
I mean, unless you're just
so, like,
talking. I mean,
unless it's like a stream or something, that's kind of different.
I guess life is life, you know. You just gotta try it out and see how it is. But
Yeah. But so you're telling me that there's a submarine in this game,
it's
in Subnautica. Can it fit 5 people?
Can it fit 5 billionaires that want to go to the bottom of the ocean and explode?
Oh, I'm just saying. So like, if you're saying that this is a game and it's all been going through a simulation, we should just base that submarine off of the one in Subnautica, you know? It'd been all good.
I mean, there is another. That's a sea moth. There's a prawn suit and there's also a cyclops, which are two different. Which prawn suit's like a alien's giant mech suit that you can just like go to the deepest depths of the ocean
What the
with.
fuck?
It's very freaking sick, to be honest. Like, dude, when you get it, it's like the prawn suit has unmatched power, and like warning, you might feel too cool in this. It's so goofy. Like these little messages that you get from your PDA.
You might feel too cool on this too.
Yeah.
Don't stress. Don't stress.
It's like don't let the overwhelming power get to your head. It's pretty sick. But there's a cyclops which can definitely house 5 people and probably more. It's pretty big. But the sea moth and even the cyclops and the prawn suit you can all customize to whatever color you want. You can change the name too. I changed mine to Horsey Twinkle Toes, I think.
Of course you named it in some weird... Never mind.
And I named the Cyclops like Sea Dildo. I don't know, something stupid.
Sea dildo?
Yeah, or
Sea, dude named it the Sea dildo.
and then I named my prawn suit Pee in the Sea just because it rhymes.
Okay. What is wrong with you? What is up with these names?
What do you want me to name it? Sparkles.
Pee. Pee in the... You can name it better than Pee in the Sea. Why are you moaning?
Sparkles.
Anywho. You could have named it better than Pee in the Sea.
I don't know.
Honestly, I would probably named it like, I don't know. Depending on how it looks or something, I would have named it something
Fish knuckle.
retarded. Fish knuckle?
Yeah. Wife
Mariana
Rita.
Puss.
Yeah. Other than that, the gameplay is
Overcooked
sick.
dinner.
There's, dude, the main one of the selling factors I would probably tell you about is like the sound design. The sound design in this game is top tier. There's this like crab brain creature in the bottom, like really deep in this place called the Lost River, and it's like the Goo Lagoon in SpongeBob where it's like water underwater.
What? Oh yeah, that's kind of stupid.
But it's like amazing looking. It's all green and beautiful and vibrant. But then there's this one thing, which kind of scares me, to be honest. There's like riddled with ghost leviathan corpses, like the skeletons of them. And when ghost leviathans are like huge, like giant fish things that will just freaking scream at you while you're swimming unknowingly and then just bump into you and destroy your ship. Like, it's terrifying.
What?
It's terrifying when you hear like just this random just freaking ear-piercing scream in the middle of the ocean, and then you look behind you and it's this giant glowing leviathan that's just behind you, and it's charging. It'll charge you like a rhino.
I can't even with like that, like fish under the sea and whatnot. Fish under the sea. We can I can't do it. Just being in the ocean in general. Cause I see like those videos like people like playing around with like sharks and shit. Fuck that.
I hate sharks.
I can't imagine that in like an actual like video game where I'm just sitting there. Imagine playing like Subnautica, but be like in VR, bro.
I think that's
awful.
a thing.
I know. I'm sure it is. Everything has like a VR option, but just like I can't imagine like being like VR and just being like playing like an actual like pool or something and have like a legit snorkel, like
yeah,
VR equipment or something.
Bro, no, because you can drown in the game.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
That's
you said that
that's
you're
also a
drowning in real
great
life.
part of the game. The depth controls how like you're pacing in the game.
Oh, they're gonna say drowning.
Yeah, honestly,
like,
drowning dude, your first time of going too deep and then you start drowning, it's like 5 seconds remaining of oxygen, and then you're like, oh freak, I'm 300 freaking meters underwater, I gotta get up. So you start swimming, get your sea glide out, you're like, oh god, oh god, oh god, and then you finally make it, because it doesn't kill you immediately. It's not like instant satisfaction. It's like your freaking screen, as soon as you lose all oxygen, it starts like going darker and darker, and then it goes black, but it doesn't kill you yet. It takes like 3 extra seconds to actually kill you, so it's like your balls are squeezing. You're like, oh, my balls are.
What? My balls are squeezing.
Yeah, you're like you're nuts. Like you just feel it in your balls. It's just like the fear of everything. It's terrifying, but the depth, like, because you only have so much oxygen until you build an oxygen tank, which then you get more oxygen. You get like a higher capacity oxygen tank. Then you get like a sea moth, which a sea moth fills you up with oxygen, but can only go to a certain depth. At first, it's like 300.
A sea moth? Well, like you just like kiss a fish, and all of a sudden you get like
no. The sea moth is the submarine.
Oh, my fault.
But yeah, the sea moth is a submarine, and you get like you only get 300 meters to play with, which is enough to get you enough resources, and it's like a little save point that you can just you run out of oxygen, go back to your sea moth, refill, reset. But then you get more like deeper. I think it's just like reinforcing the hull of your sea moth, and then you can go to deeper portions of the ocean, which then it goes from 300 to 600 to 900. And I think 900 is the max. 600 you can get to most things. 900 you can get to like the majority of everything except for the really deep regions, like the lava zone, which houses the sea dragon, which is fairly terrifying, if I'm being honest. It's pretty scary just seeing a huge dragon spitting fiery rocks underwater. Like, it's really
spitting fiery rocks, so it just like swallows up rocks like the surrounding area.
I think it's lava.
At you or something.
I think it's lava. I don't know.
Just magma.
Yeah,
Hell no.
It's pretty sick though. Like it's just like screamed, and then it just like it'll charge you for no reason. You'll be looking at it, and it like turns and stares you in the face and starts charging you while spitting fire. Like it's crazy, and it blocks off like the certain main portion of the ending of the game. And it's like, it's a good little like place to just like, you have to get past the sea dragon to get to the sea emperor. But let's circle back to the beginning of the game. You land and you're in the life pod. You're looking at the beautiful scenery. It's all amazing. And then you see the aurora in the distance. It explodes because it landed, but it didn't explode yet. And then it explodes, okay? It explodes, and when it explodes, it releases a bunch of radiation. And then you have to, or else you'll die, go to the aurora and, patch up the ship enough so the radiation isn't spilling out. But that area, I think it's called the dead zone, houses something sinister, something untold. It's called a Reaper Leviathan. And this thing...
A Reaper Leviathan.
Yeah, this thing
it's
is
not
a
what I thought
hunter.
you said at first, but...
It's a hunter, man. It screams, and I think its scream is put like in the lore, it's like echolocation or something, but if you can hear it scream, it can see you, and it's going to be chasing you. And the beauty of this game is that nothing truly kills you, but it scares you enough to make you wary, because you're at this point in the game wary, like you're scared, at this point in the game you have the sea moth. So you're going over there with the sea moth, or you're an idiot and you're going over there with the sea glide thinking you can just fix this up real quick, and that'd be dumb because I think one kill, it hits you once and you're dead if you're just out of your sea moth. But like if you're in the sea moth, it will grab your sea moth and like throw you around. And you're like, oh god, dude. You can see reactions of people's first, their first encounter with the Reaper Leviathan. This thing is terrifying. It is probably one of the main hooks in the game. You get that first scare. You're like, oh my god, That was terrifying. This game's amazing. So you see this Reaper Leviathan, and it charges you, it hits you, and then starts grabbing you, and then it throws you around. You're like, oh god! So you park somewhere, you get really far away as fast as you can. You park somewhere, you have to repair up your sea moth, and you're like, oh god, I don't want to go back over there, but I have to, or else I'm gonna die from radiation. So you go over there, and you do it again, and then this time, you don't see him. You get to the Aurora, you get to the ship, you repair everything, you feel amazing. You just got a bunch of supplies from the ship. You just got nutrient bars, nutrient bricks, I think it's called.
Nutrient bars?
Yeah, like nutrient bricks that like give you a bunch of like hunger. Plus, there's hunger and there's water, and there's health. So you need like first aid packs, water on your trips, and also food. And you can get food from the fish, obviously, and then also nutrient bricks, which the nutrient bricks will give you like 75% of your hunger back. So it's pretty sick. And you'll get those, you get a bunch of water, you get a bunch of supplies, a bunch of like knives, titanium, mods for your vehicles, amazing things, okay? And then you get back, and you're on your way home, and you hear the scream, the roar, echoing throughout the waters, the waves. They're crashing against your sea moth. You go as fast as you can, you're moving, and you just escape its clutches. Scary.
Hold on. Well, you keep talking, but...
It's a scary game. It's very, very terrifying. Honestly, like the Reaper Leviathan is probably like the main like thing that you will remember after your gameplay. That's probably the first thing you're like, oh, what was the scariest part? Oh, the Reaper Leviathan. That was terrifying. You know, that was the scariest part. But that's enough about Subnautica, the first game. Other than it was beautiful. It was a beautiful game. That's all I gotta say. Subnautica Below Zero. Have
you actually played Subnautica?
Yeah, I played both. Fully.
Okay, you played both.
Is it?
Wait, I thought there was like 3 of them, right?
No, there's only 2.
For sure, we're talking. Well, I think that's one of the third.
There's Subnautica Below Zero, and that's it. I can maybe there's a new one in development, which that would be pretty sick.
Make it multiplayer.
No.
Make it multiplayer, bro.
Subnautica.
I'm fine with like solo games. Solo games are fine, but just like most games, like nah, like it feels more fun whenever I'm having people with me.
Subnautica.
Unless it's like Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order, then I could play those all day.
It says Subnautica 3 is likely to release on all major platforms in spring of 2025, with the job location of a senior narrative designer going up mid-2022 and Subnautica 2 dropping mid-2021. We think that is likely we'll see the new game arriving early 2025 with the trailer heading to our screens at the end of 2023. So maybe Subnautica 3, which if there is and there's multiplayer, I'm gonna troll people.
I'm not saying like multiplayer like you just join like well, I mean sure that'll be an option where you can join random people, but it's like play with like your friends and stuff. Just do that.
Yeah, I think that's what if they would probably do. Maybe you can like join a lobby or something to play with a random, which that would be not really fun because you'd have to talk and like because you're doing stuff, you're like making junk and yeah, you'd have to like.
You wouldn't have to talk.
Like it's advised to. Plus, it'd be like that defeats the whole point. Why have another person if like you can't even you never interact with them at all?
No, that'd be kind of funny too. You could do your little trolling thing. You just don't interact and you just smack them with like something. You just walk away. It's like Rust, but Subnautica.
I don't think there's no guns. They made sure like the only weapon you really get is a knife. Because I think it was a stance against guns at some point. Because like
no, I said like you can like smack.
Yeah, but like I'm just talking. Out of my, I'm just talking. Oh. But yeah, Subnautica Below Zero. And do you know why it's called Below Zero?
Because it's cold.
Yeah, because it's cold. It's the only reason. It's because it's cold. You know, it's at least it's different. You know, Subnautica is mainly tropical, and then just the sea. Because there's like little islands, and the sun's always out, never like really raining. But Subnautica Below Zero has this thing where a weather cycle, which it goes from raining to snowing to like hailing and stuff. The snow gets real bad, and there's another bar you have to worry about. You know, initially there's a little health, there's a little food, there's a little water. But in Subnautica Below Zero, there's the cold, the shiver me timbers bar. Yeah, you got to keep yourself well warmed.
Subnautica's like one of those games where it's like the forest, or I can't think of any other games I'm blanking, but it's kind of like the forest, or like any other kind of like survival game, like Ark or
open world, even survival game.
Yeah, open world. Yeah, just kind of like that. That's what it just feels like to me, or at least like what I've seen, or as you're describing it.
Subnautica, the first game, most definitely. But Subnautica Below Zero has a huge emphasis on the story. The story is a big part, big selling point, because there's a certain relationship between the character, the main character, which I don't remember her name. She's this African lady, and she's her relationship with this alien named Alan, and this alien is like,
whoa, Alan from Invincible?
No,
big
not
old
Alan
one-eyed
alien, the big
freak.
green guy. That's not maybe no. At the end, he looks
Big
like more like a
green guy.
horse, to be honest, because he gets like he gets an alien body, and he just looks like a horse.
How?
He has like 6 arms, horse leg, because he's supposed to be the pinnacle of all creatures. So he genetically spliced like all the best features of any creature out there, and then that's what he came up with, horse. Centaur kind of. But yeah, he's pretty sick, and he gets trapped in your mind through a giant machine that you stumble upon throughout the game, and then he's like he puts himself inside your PDA so he can live, because he's like, at this point he's just an electrical current or something, like he's just like a AI basically. But he can, he was originally an alien, and like his alien, like they're all part of a single hive kind of mind, but they're all dead except for him. At least that's what he thinks. Until the end of the game, which I'll spoil it later. Spoilers ahead.
What's this game?
Subnautica Below Zero.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about something else for a second.
No, it's very different from the first one, except for the fact that it's like what? Subnautica. The first game really hit off the creatures.
What was that game called? Like, fuck. Not like I was gonna say it sounds stupid, like Tuesday, but it's not Tuesday. It's like a PS4 exclusive or something, like Uncharted or something.
Oh yeah, Uncharted.
I think that's what it's called. Or what is that game? It's like an AI. It's like an AI boy, and he has like 2 other clones of him or something. And you had to like shoot one of them because fuck, I know what it is on the tip of my tongue.
Sounds like you're talking about Cyberpunk, but I have no idea.
No, it's not Cyberpunk. It is like a futuristic game though. I remember there's like this scene with it where it's like 3 of them are like, no, like he's the fake one. It's like an AI. Like it's something to do with an AI. Fuck. I know what it is. I just can't think. I can't think of the name like for the life of me. I'm gonna look at this name real quick because this bugs me.
All right.
Continue with Subnautica.
Subnautica. We don't have much time to talk about this. Subnautica Below Zero. It's the first game really hit off the creatures. The second game, not too much. There's only really good creatures though. It's some Leviathan. It's in really deep end, but it's like a freaking huge murderer, and you have to like follow a certain path to not get killed. I'm gonna look up big bad Subnautica 2.
Big bad Subnautica 2.
Oh, Subnautica Below Zero. Not mod. Below Zero. What's it called?
I have no idea. To be honest.
Okay. And also in Subnautica the second Subnautica Below Zero, you can go on land and you can explore the icy Antarctic looking places, which are pretty cool. Huge places with like a bunch of random BS, and the entire time you're basically trying to run from these giant worms that will eat you alive.
Hell? Yeah. The game's called Detroit Become Human.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to talk about.
What about it?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I got reminded that you said something that reminded me of the game.
Of the big hive mind.
But now I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but Subnautica Below Zero. This game, pretty sick. I would say it's arguably more beautiful. Better scenery pieces, more rendering distance. And I kind of like this one more. Slightly more than Subnautica the original. I like it because of the story. Because there's certain parts where Alan and the main character, I don't remember her name, but she and him are just, and also since they're just like having conversations. Their conversations are very interesting, and they're just talking about like the differences between their humanities and their respective species, because Alan, coming from the pinnacle of pinnacle of creation, kind of like alien, and then the main character coming from just being a lonely human, which, yeah, she was just a lady, and they're talking about, like, humanity, because becoming a hive, you lose your humanity, as Alan has said, and you don't think of as an individual, you think as a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of personalities and voices all at once. But being stripped from that, because Alan isn't, like, all of them are either dead or somewhere else, he feels lonely, with only the main character to fill his thoughts and talk to. And those conversations really stuck with me, as just exploring and, like, swimming through the depths. And they'd always hit in the times where I would be kind of bored. I would be losing the immersion and just sitting there thinking, like, oh man, I gotta go to this next mission, this next checkpoint. I gotta go do this, to this next waypoint. I have to. Like, I don't want to, but I have to. I want to complete the game. And then they hit me with this existential questions, the philosophical questions of humanity, and hearing their respective sides. It kept me entertained during those times of maybe questioning why I'm playing the game. And it's a big hook. But also a great part of Subnautica Below Zero is the fact that your main character actually has a voice. Being in the first game, there was a silent protagonist, which he was just like a part of Altera crew on the Aurora, which he was nameless. And in Below Zero, you're a lady, and the whole point or reason that because you leave the ship to go onto the planet because your sister died or was lost in the planet, and she was working there, and then she got lost, and you're trying to find her as a younger sister, amazing, like a nice younger sister. You're trying to do that for your older sister, trying to be a good sibling, and that's the only reason you're there. But you find out that something else is going on, and then you want to leave. But you don't want to leave to your original humanity. That's not what you're trying to do in the game. In the game, you're trying to go help Alan get back to his and subsequently leave with him. Which I don't think that the choice was to leave with him from the beginning, but by the end you decide to. And you help him out. You build his whole body for him. You help him get him to where he needs to be. And he does it. He finishes his goal. He goes back to civilization. I think it was alive. Like, there was people there, and that's like that was a thing. Like, people were like alive, like his kind of aliens. But it was left up to interpretation because you didn't really get to see much. You just got to see like a huge city that could have been abandoned or not. But yeah, this game was also beautiful for two different parts. One part being on land and one part being underwater. The underwater portions, of course, had like the bioluminescence illuminating the paths, with a new vehicle called the Sea Truck. And the Sea Truck basically is a sea moth.
The Sea Truck.
Yeah, it's like just a bit. It's like the whole point is that you can attach different compartments, like a fabricator compartment, like a storage one on the back. So you could like have, like storage or whatever, whatever you wanted to attach. And like it was like versatile, very versatile, which having a decent depth, like crush ratio, like you could like go pretty deep. And then I think there was, I don't remember if there's this, I know there's a prawn too. And
Steve, you're getting tired, bro? What the hell?
I've just been talking for too long. But yeah, there's a prawn suit. The prawn suit's pretty sick. I love the prawn suit. Like, honestly, like I'd always attach this grappling hook and a drill, because a drill you can get big, like a large amount of ore from, different little outcrops that you couldn't get either like other ways because it was too big for you to mine, and then you just get a bunch of freaking like titanium, lithium, random BS. And also the grappling hook because you can like swing around like you're Spider-Man underwater, and I find that pretty cool. And that's what I would do the entire game. I would swing around like I'm Spider-Man. But yeah, Subnautica Below Zero and Subnautica the original were amazing games, great ones that I'll always remember. And I've probably talked to like 3 other people about like for hours. I talked way longer because like right now we have to like kind of speed it up because we have a time limit. But by like in my other like kind of talking sessions, I would just like talk for like maybe 6 hours about the game because there's a lot that go into them. And I think it's like maybe like depending on how you pace yourself, it can go like from like 6 hours to finish to like 10 hours. Like it's
6 hours to 10 hours.
Honestly, like,
oh, I mean, I'm sure people will take longer too. Like if they're like a first comer as well, it's gonna take them way longer.
yeah.
I know whenever I played like Resident Evil 2 for the first time, the remake, it took me like 8 to 9 hours to beat that game. When like in reality, it could take like 2 hours to beat it. Yeah. But I just took my time exploring every like nick and cranny, you know. But yeah, so I think that's all we have for today. Steve loves Subnautica, he loves going on submarines. Let's be honest, if he got the opportunity to be with those 5 billionaires, he probably would have been that 19-year-old kid. But you know, it's fine. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.
Goodbye. I'm not ending my recording ever. I'm never gonna end it. It's staying. It's staying.